Hello, TrailMeister here on the top of our trailer. Why, you ask? Well, it's been almost 2 years since we completed the build.
Hello.
We've had this trailer all over the Pacific Northwest, but I wanted to chat about some of the things that we added to the trailer 2 years on, what we liked, what we didn't like. Flat out, the most important thing that we put on this trailer, to my mind, is this, the roof vent. Definitely not sexy, but oh so very, very important. Roof vent does all sorts of important stuff. It takes care of condensation, it increases airflow, gets rid of cooking odors, all the things that would make living down there really, really miserable. It's an important thing to have. It's also kind of intimidating to install. You've got to cut a huge whomping hole in the roof of your brand new trailer. Fortunately, it shouldn't be as intimidating as it is. The very worst part is cutting that hole. So what I thought we could do is, I'd like to share how I installed this unit and this trailer, and then we'll talk about some of my thoughts after using it for 2 years, what I liked, what I didn't like, and show you some of the places that this thing has helped us go. But first, how about a like and a follow? Please, go ahead and click those buttons. So this is what we installed. The MaxxFan Deluxe 7000K. And I don't really know what any of that means other than it has a motorized rain cover. The rain cover is key if you want to use this thing when it's raining. And I think you probably do. It does rain a fair bit here in Washington, so being able to use that fan, keep the interior ventilated when it's raining is a really good thing. Another thing that this unit came with is a remote control, which you probably don't really need, but it's kind of cool. Believe it or not, this thing is running right now. Listen. Can you hear it? I sure can't. It's quiet, which is one of the things that we really, really like about it. It's also very energy efficient. We leave this thing running all night long and still have plenty of juice left in the batteries for the following day when the solar panels start recharging again. So very quiet, lets me operate it in the rain. So let's talk about the install on this. In the description of the video, I'll have a list of all the tools and materials that we used for this to kind of help you out. Let's get to it. Our first step was marking the fan cutout with painter's tape. The fan uses a standard 14 by 14 inch square hole, so it's not that hard to do. One quick note, when you're cutting out these vents, if you cut them from the inside like we did, you are going to have a rainstorm of hot metal chips flying at you. So wear protective glasses. You have been warned. It would have been easier to do the drilling and cutting from the top, but I didn't want to take a chance in hitting any of the crossmember pieces. I wanted it right in between. So for that, going from the inside was best for me. Step number 2, cut the hole with the jigsaw. We started by drilling holes at each of the 4 corners and then used the jigsaw to connect the dots. Pretty easy. Step number 3, marvel at the huge giant hole you just cut in the top of your brand new trailer. You really deserve a beer at this point, but believe me, this is the very worst part, cutting the hole. After this, it's easy peasy. Save that beer for in a minute. So let's go to the next part. Step number 4, clean all the surfaces that you're going to have waterproofing material tape on with alcohol. You want these surfaces as clean as possible because a leaky vent is really going to suck. Step number 5, after you've cleaned all the surfaces, is to put a line of butyl tape on the roof surface, and this is what the flange is going to go sit on. So you want to make sure that the surface is clean and you've got butyl tape all around there. It's going to seal your roof and your vent so you get no leaks. Step number 6, put the roof flange on. Easy peasy. For step number 7, you're just going to fasten that roof flange to the roof. You're going to put some screws in, and then you're going to take this die-core sealing material in your caulk gun. You're going to go around all the edges, and I also went and put it on the screw heads as well, just for a little extra security. Step number 8, install this. There's 4 screws that attaches it to the flange. Put them on and you're golden. Step number 9, look at the fan. Look at it. look at it. It's fabulous, and you're going to love it. Step number 10, wire it into your power supply, and you're done. As I said earlier, we've been using this fan for nearly 2 years now, and I love it. In fact, it's one of the best things about this trailer build project, because without this, none of the rest would be nearly as enjoyable. So kind of low key, but very important. The reasons why I like it, again, the rain guard, so that I can use it in the rain. Again, it's super quiet, and it doesn't draw a whole lot of juice, so it's very energy efficient. All very important things. No issues at all. Heck, I don't even think I've replaced the batteries in the remote. Here's some pictures from places that we've been with this. Quinn Meadow, Todd Creek, Chief Paulina Horse Camp, the Whitefish Horse Camp, Haney Meadow, the 14-mile trailhead, the gateway to the Pasayten, Riverside State Park, Kalispell Basin, Farragut State Park, really nice place for early spring rides, Hayburn State Park, Pee-wee Trailhead, and of course, the Bob Marshall in Montana. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helps explain why I think roof vent is terribly important. For more information about the LQ build, visit us at TrailMeister.com. So not only can you find information about the build and all of the trail areas that we already listed, but you can find the straight scoop on horse camps and horse trails across the nation. We're the largest guide or a directory, whatever you want to call us, in the world of horse trails and camps. And hey, don't forget that like and that follow. Have a great day. Happy trails.